up the standings right now. I don't know what place Northern Iowa is. I want to say they're at the top of the conference.
Well, they're usually good. I know that
Yeah.
for sure, and I know around the time they played them the first time, they were really good. I don't know too much about Northern Iowa, but
Yeah, they're at the top of the conference. They're the best team, 8-1. So it's definitely going to be tough for Indiana State. Indiana State's sitting 2-6. They're in 7th out of 10th. And then Northern Iowa,
and I think
8-1.
that this is just a good building year for the volleyball team in
100%.
general. Just because they're young, so
yeah, man.
you're getting all this experience. You're getting some wins out of it.
Yep.
Probably not as many as you want, but you're getting some wins out of it, which you learn a lot from, and you're
And
taking some losses
They're
from it.
competing. Even the games that they're losing, they'll lose 3-0, but you look at the scoreboard, it's 25-23,
Oh, yeah, I know.
25-22. They're right there. But like we said, we're just going to keep saying they're young. They'll learn. It'll be a lot of fun over the next few years, I guarantee it.
For sure, yeah. Coach Alman, she's going to definitely get a chance to enjoy the fruits of her labor.
Oh, yeah.
We're done with Sycamore Spotlight. We're going to head into high school football. And
It's that time of year, man.
Yeah, I love it. No, it's that time of the year for real because it's sectional. Sectionals are coming up next week.
Yep.
Everybody loves sectionals. Now, there are a couple games tonight. An important game that'll be going on tonight is Plainfield is going to be at Decatur Central. And the reason why this game is important is because the winner of this game gets to face Terre Haute North in Indianapolis next week.
So Terre Haute North sitting there with kind of a bye. Is that what you're saying?
And I know they love that. I know they love that
yeah.
bye. And then South Vigo, they'll be heading to Indianapolis to play Cathedral. Now South Vigo, they're 5-4. Cathedral 7-2, and I'm actually looking forward to this game a lot more because they have pretty good defense.
Dude, it's a huge game, and the Cathedral defense, man, they had not allowed more than 21 points in a single game all year. So it's going to be a big test for.
And then this is the thing:
Braves.
you just said the defense has not had more than 21 points scored in them in a game all year, and the highest that their offense has scored is 62 points. That is not high school football scores.
Dude, no, that just shows this kind of talent that they have.
Yeah,
on
and
those
then
sidelines.
they're balanced too. They got 235 carries, 203 passing attempts.
Right.
So, and then it's not even just that. It's really this talent is just really good. They have players on their team like their senior safety, Shalom Means. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, I think you're good.
The man has 44 solo tackles, 60 total on the season.
High school,
5 offers.
It's crazy.
So and then we're not talking Indiana State. We're not talking FCS offers. I'm talking Central Michigan, Ball State, Pennsylvania, Bowling Green, those types of schools in the MAC.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's going to be exciting. Now this is the thing though. You cannot sleep on Vigo. They're 5-4. You cannot
They're in
sleep
this position for a reason. They got here.
for sure. Yeah.
It'll be a good game.
Alan Hare is their starting running back. He also is a wrestler at South Vigo. This guy, 859 carries. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. So that defense, they're going to have something to work with. Stoltz is their quarterback. Good legs. He can run. He can extend plays. The offense, they've scored 162 points this season. Their last win was 49-21 against Bedford North.
Yep.
So, but this is the thing. They only scored 14 points last game.
I was about to say, so they're about to face a defense where we said they have only allowed 21 points. That's the most. So that South Vigo Brave offense better be ready because Cathedral's going to be there waiting.
Yeah, and I'm actually excited for that. As far as West Vigo will be also playing in the
Tonight.
sectionals.
Indian Creek's in town.
Yeah, they get to play Indian Creek. Now, I don't really feel like West Vigo is that good. Mm-hmm. Their offensive line is really inconsistent. The last win was they blew out Cloverdale, and Cloverdale's 1-8, so they beat them 46-0.
So
They're second to last in the conference.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard. Indian Creek has a powerful run game. Junior Connor Fruits, he's a senior, really good. He's a running back. Owen Sago, same guy. They got a 2-headed monster in the backfield. It's going to they both the type that's going to lower their shoulder and go. West Vigo they're going to definitely have to step up what they've been doing all year because it's not going to cut it against Indian Creek.
And then Indian Creek just beat Northview, which is Brazil, which they play Jasper tonight.
Yeah.
In the 4A sectional. Man, a lot of football going on tonight.
Yeah, and Northview, they did a lot of passing last game. You don't usually see them do that often. They're usually a running team. They just lost the conference championship to Indian Creek. That's why I'm telling. I was just talking about Indiana Creek. Indian Creek, the way I just was, because they looked really good against Northview, and Northview is good. So Northview is a good football team.
They beat Northview for the conference championship. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So 32-28.
Jeez, what a game!
And it was definitely a game. Now this is a guy on Northview that people need to start looking at. It's a guy named Gordon. That's his last name.
Okay.
16 receptions, 302 yards, 3 touchdowns last week.
That's in that one game?
Yes.
Dog.
This man averages 18 yards per catch. He's got 7, and this is the thing, 1,700 rushing yards with it.
Same player?
Yes.
Jeez.
Now this is the thing. The starting quarterback, Keegan Garrison, has to be consistent. He's 49 on passing right now, 49% on passing.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're usually a run-heavy team, but they're definitely going to have to pass the ball when playing Jasper.
Right.
Now, Jasper, they're 2-2 home on the season. They're going to be in Brazil tonight, so they're not going to have the momentum on their side. Both of their losses they're 2-2 home. So they only had 3 losses. 2 of them were at home. So now they have to be Northview has to be that team that gives them that away that away loss. This is the thing about Jasper. This is who Northview has to pay attention to. 6'3", 200-pound senior running back Elliot Hopf. That's his name. Hopf. It's spelled Hopf. The kid is a big boy, good speed. Last game, this is what he's averaging a game. 11 yards a carry, 71 yards per game. And it may not be 100 yards, but the way Jasper football works, it doesn't work 100 yards at a time. They're going to get 2, 3, 4, 5 yards, and they're going to make that work. So, big night in high school football. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be good to see the turnout. And then I'm also excited for next week for all the high school football that's going on then. Now, while high school football is going on today, tomorrow, we said Indiana State's playing, but besides FCS football, FBS football is where it's at.
Big boys.
And it's a lot of great games today, or tomorrow, I'm sorry. Yep. A lot of great games tomorrow. Number 13 ranked Wisconsin, going to Columbus at Ohio State. Notre Dame at Michigan.
That's your team, man. How you ready for that?
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
And then number 11, Auburn. Number 2, LSU. Those are the key games that we have listed right here for college football. We're gonna start off with Ohio State and Wisconsin because I don't feel like ranting on about Notre Dame yet. So we're gonna start off with Wisconsin, Ohio State. Keys to the game for Wisconsin. What do you think?
They just got to battle back after that loss. Who beat them? It was Illinois.
Yeah.
They just got to be ready for another battle.
And then this is the thing. Ohio State, they really have not played too many teams this year.
I was about to say, I'm pulling up.
Well, actually,
right
anybody.
Now.
Because I can pull up the schedule right now. I'm sure there's nobody on that team.
And they never really do. They have, obviously.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. No, they have, it's never been this bad.
Mm-mm.
They usually have, 1 or 2 teams that's ranked that they'll play. But, I'm looking at the schedule right now. Best team on here that they've played, probably Michigan State. And
they beat them easily, 34-10.
Yeah. So, Wisconsin, Ohio State, this is going to be a big game for both teams. The reason why it's going to be big for Wisconsin is because they're already coming off a loss. They don't want to mess up their playoff implications. Ohio State, they have no losses. They can take this loss. So, if you ask me right now, who needs this win more, Wisconsin needs it more.
Yeah. I don't know, because before they lost to Illinois, Wisconsin was in that discussion as, are they a top 4 team? Are they a playoff team? Ohio State, you mentioned I don't think they can take a loss either, because Ohio State, like we just said, they've been the team that, they haven't played anybody. So they have to get these huge wins under their belt come committee time, come choosing who those 4 teams are going to be in the playoffs. So this is a huge
I feel like
game.
Another thing I like is this is the thing, and this is why I love college football so much better than anything, like any other sport, anything. I just love college football so much because of this. Like, if I told you right now, okay, Baylee, go ahead and give me a prediction. What do you think the score is going to end up being towards the end? Whatever you say does not matter.
Because it won't happen.
Does not matter.
Nope.
Because you never can predict this stuff. This stuff is crazy.
You think anybody had Illinois beating Wisconsin?
No.
Guess what? They beat them in a last-second field goal at home, and the place went crazy. That's college football. That's why you love it.
You know, but it's going to definitely be a hard game for Wisconsin, and the reason why is because they're traveling to Columbus.
Man. Yeah.
And you know how Ohio State's, you know how loud it can get.
Yep.
All right. You also know how loud they can get in the big house.
Yep.
Number 8, Notre Dame at number 16, Michigan. Which team needs this more?
You're not going to like the answer, but I think Michigan.
Wow.
I don't think Michigan's going to win. I think Notre Dame's going to win.
But you think Michigan needs it more?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going to disagree.
I'm
not going to disagree with that. And
for Harbaugh's sake.
And the reason why I can't disagree with that is because, like, let's take a look at Jim Harbaugh. Well, Jim Harbaugh and what he's done since he's been at Michigan.
Not much.
I don't like. This is the thing, because I had this conversation so much with so many people. All they have to say is they're doing good. They're ending their season's ending 10-3. All right, well, that's okay. Your season is ending 10-3, but who are you beating?
Right.
They haven't beaten Ohio State since Harbaugh's been there and I've watched them. That's one thing. They haven't beat Michigan State.
They've already lost.
No, they beat Michigan State like once.
Yeah.
Penn State they usually lose to. So usually the
they're
rivals
coming off a loss at Penn State. They lost to them last week, 21-28.
And I just feel like as a coach, winning rivalry games that's mandatory,
yes.
and he's not doing that.
You have to for the culture of your school as well. You just know going into a Michigan-Ohio State game, the whole campus, they hate Ohio State. They're looking at Harbaugh. Look, man, you got to give us one win.
I know.
And they don't get it.
I know, because I hate Michigan myself as a Notre Dame fan. But I love the program.
Yep.
I love how they're a good football team, but I just don't like them when they play us.
They got Ohio State at home the last game of the season, November 30th, Michigan versus Ohio State. That'll be a big one.
Yeah. Now, as far as key to the game for both teams, Michigan and for Notre Dame, as far as Notre Dame, what I've seen out of them so far this year, I think their defense is kind of shaky.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I actually think that every year, and I'm probably going to think it until the day I die, until they, like, really shut out, like, half their schedule.
Yeah.
But the defense is really shaky, but I don't feel like Michigan's offense is that good. And then as far,
I wouldn't be nervous about it.
And as far now offensively, Ian Book, before he came into the season, he was good.
Yeah.
I have not been that impressed with his play lately. I think the running backs have been killing the game though.
Looking like ISU.
Last game, number 11, Auburn versus a team who has definitely surprised me this year.
Dude, I'm turning into a little LSU fan.
Number 2, LSU.
I like them.
LSU, man, I'm not going to lie to you, man. When they first started, and my friend he's been talking to me about it all year. When they first started, I was like, man, they're not going to be that good.
Dog.
They're not going to be good. Man, they number 2 now. He said, man, what happened to them not being good?
You know why they're number 2 is because they beat number 7 Florida, and they also beat number 9 Texas. They have 2 wins over top 10 teams already on their schedule.
And you know what I like? I love what I see, like, out of their offense. Like, you don't see. Yeah, look, I have not ever seen, like, and they're not even just the offense, just the excitement and the energy out of this team in general. They've been excited on the sideline.
Yep.
You can see the passion on the field. You can see them, like, getting excited. It's been good. It's been good football being played between both these teams.
I love their head coach, too. I don't know his name off the top of my head.
Ed Orgeron is his name.
Dude, I love him because after every interview.
And this is the thing. He took last
Go Gators. Yes, man.
He took his spot. He came in and did his thing.
Yep. And dude, I'm telling you, they're going to be a team, if they can stay undefeated, if they can get to the playoff, they're going to be a scary team to play.
Now, what about Auburn?
I don't know. I don't know much about Auburn. I just know they're going to lose to LSU. I promise.
Well, that's where we disagree at, man. I think Auburn is definitely going to get the win. You know why?
Oh, you think so?
Auburn has a defense.
Okay.
And Auburn